Welcome back guys. So in this video I'll be talking about different topics. I'll start with AetherSX2 PS2 Android emulator. Now Talred is the developer of this project. As you might be knowing this, they have stopped working on it. Just a few days ago, AetherSX2 official Discord server channel got nuked. The person behind it was none other than Talred themselves. Yes, you heard it right. Talred nuked their own server. Now we are left with a community based AetherSX2 server. The community members are trying to rebuild the server again. Now I'm not sure why Talred did this, maybe due to some legal reason or maybe due to them being paranoid. All post history and a lot of useful channels have been permanently deleted. This is very unfortunate. Let me try to explain the situation. Apparently this is what happened. Talred left the AetherSX2 Discord server. Before leaving, they handed it over to some community members whom they knew. After a few days, Talred returned and requested the current admins of AetherSX2 Discord server to give them mod access to the server so that they could delete their own posts, maybe due to some legal reasons. So basically, Talred lied to the current admins of AetherSX2 server. Upon getting the mod access, they nuked the entire server. Some community members are seeing this as an act of betrayal on part of Talred. I don't know what to make of it. In the end, I would say there is no official online presence of AetherSX2 PS2 Android emulator anymore. The project is completely dead. Next up, we have a fake PS Vita emulator. So this guy is trying to impersonate Vita3k's developer. This is not the real Vita3k. This emulator is still work in progress. Let me just show you its website. Official website of Vita3k. From here you can download its builds. It's available on different platforms. As of now, it's not available on Android. I have actually downloaded the application on my Realme pad in order to expose it, but I would not recommend you guys to download it. It may be hiding a malware. Obviously, it's a fake application. Let me just show you. I'm pretty sure you already recognize this interface. It belongs to Lemuride. So they ripped off Lemuride's interface. We saw the same thing with the fake Skyline Playstore emulator. There was an Xbox 360 emulator as well, obviously fake. It was the same thing. I have already shown you it's working. It's basically using an old version of AetherSX2 emulator. Using this application, you will be able to run PS2 games. Let me just go to the different section. If you tap on this magnifying lens, you will see different platforms. So let me just select PlayStation 2. Now if I select any game, it will lead me to a third-party website hosting game ROMs. You can download them from here. This is illegal. So the application has nothing to do with PlayStation Vita. When you try to run games on it, it will show you some ads in order to generate revenue for the developer. So stay away from such applications and make sure you uninstall them in case you install them by mistake on your device. Moving on to this month's free game with Amazon Prime Gaming, it's Evil Within Part 2. I've already claimed it, one of my favorite games. Platform is GOG. Last month we received Dishonored Part 2 as the freebie. You can also check out the other freebies here. If you are not aware of this, Amazon Prime Gaming is now available in India. I covered it in another video. You just need to have Amazon Prime subscription in order to get access to Amazon Prime Gaming. Moving on to Mikage 3DS emulator. I still don't have any release date for this emulator. The developer shared this video with the community, launching games straight from the home menu. Here the entire system is being emulated. On Android we have another 3DS emulator called Citra. In 2023 it supports Vulkan. As of now, Vulkan is in early testing phase. I did test it on my phone with Dimensity 8100 processor Mali GPU. Observed performance improvements in a lot of games as compared to Citra MMJ, a fork based on official build, prioritizing performance over accuracy. So things are looking good for 3DS emulation, especially on Android platform. Looking forward to the release of Mikage. It's a short video. You can check it out on Mikage's Twitter page. I'll give its link in the description of the video. Super Mario 3D Land. That's it with the video. Moving on to India's first mobile phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, IQOO 11. It was released on 13 January 2023. The device is very expensive as expected. It is launched at a price of rupees 60,000. Launch offers are available. You can purchase the device from Amazon India. You will be getting an instant discount of rupees 5,000 when using HDFC or ICICI Bank's credit or debit cards. Additional discount of rupees 3,000 on phone exchange offer. Additional discount of rupees 1,000. This is a loyalty exchange bonus for Vivo and IQOO consumers. I'll be very honest guys, in India you can literally purchase a gaming laptop with RTX 3050, i5 hexa-core processor, 144Hz refresh rate display at a price lower than this, and I'm not making this up. So this is a laptop from MSI. These are the specifications and you can see the price 57,000. I'm not saying you should buy this laptop. This is just an example. So value for money is out of the question when it comes to IQOO 11. Let me just quickly go through its specifications. I'm not trying to imply that the device is bad. It's just that due to the high price of the mobile phone, it makes it very difficult for me to recommend the device to the value for money conscious Indian market. So these are the specifications. Its weight is around 205 grams. This is on the heavier side. Supports dual SIM, of course. E6 AMOLED panel, 1 billion colors supported, up to 144Hz refresh rate supported, HDR10 plus compatible display, 1800 nits peak brightness, that's very high. Display extends 6.8 inches diagonally. This display supports 2K resolution, that's good to see. 1440 by 3200 pixels resolution. Protection Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. It's not going to crack easily. The device ships with Android 13 base Fun Touch 13. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor based on 4 nanometer fabrication process from TSMC. Adreno 740 GPU. The device does not support any SD card. Very disappointing. Companies do this in order to force the customers to purchase the higher ROM variants. You can see all of the configurations here. In India, the base variant comes with 256GB ROM and 8GB of RAM. Device supports UFS 4-page storage. Super fast. Moving on to its camera setup. It has a 50 megapixel wide lens, Samsung's GN5 sensor with an aperture size of f1.9, 13 megapixel telephoto lens, aperture size of f2.5, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens with an aperture size of f2.2. 8 megapixel sensor is really very disappointing for an ultra wide lens. Video recording can shoot up to 8K resolution 30 fps. Front camera, we have a 16 megapixel snapper with an aperture size of f2.5. It does not support OIS. The main 50 megapixel wide lens supports OIS, optical image stabilization. Device comes with a stereo speaker setup. No 3.5mm jack, again very disappointing. Supports dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.3. Has support for NFC and even infrared port. Type-C interface is USB 2.0. Device has a battery capacity of around 5000 mAh. Supports 120 watts fast charging. And it can be charged from 0% to 100% in only 25 minutes. This is very impressive. You can see the benchmark scores here. GSM Arena has already reviewed the mobile phone. I'll give its link in the description of this video. You can check it out if you want. The device performed well in their battery endurance test with a score of 127 hours. Based on company's advertising material, they highlighted how the device scored around 1.3 million in AnTuTu benchmark test. They even mentioned that now we can play Genshin Impact at 144 fps. I mean, this is so funny. In my opinion, the company should focus on improving the performance of their devices released in the last couple of years instead of releasing a new flagship every year, which is even more expensive than its predecessor. This comment just caught my attention. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is good, but most games and developers are bad optimizing their games. Most 3D games will encounter lag and low FPS, so waste of money. I'll end the video here guys. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.